When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line.
I can taste triumph with the heart of a lion.
When victory alone isn't enough, you chase something greater, no matter how difficult the path. On the dirt, in the sand, and beyond. The new 2024 Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
And welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Lonnie Thibodeau. Happy to be sitting in with you tonight. And we have with us a good friend, Jared David, who is the Director of Communications and Legislative Affairs for Nicholls State University. Hello, my friend.
Hey,
how
there,
are you,
Lonnie?
Jared?
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you. Good to see you. Well, big time event coming up this weekend. Graduation, commencement, if we want to be really formal about it. And there are really a number of things we could talk about in this segment as it relates to graduation. But one is the fact that you have to put a number on it. It's the 115th, which, as we all know, does not mean that's how old the university is.
That's right.
Because you're averaging at least two.
Twice a year.
Yeah, at least two a year. So the 115th commencement exercise coming up this Saturday, December 14th. Now, this is a good thing. The fact that you can't just do one. Hey, we're all going to crowd in Stouffer Gym, and we're going to do one. Over the past several years, you've had to do multiple, correct?
We've had to break it up, and even in COVID times, we split it up as many as 5 sessions. But we have 3 sessions, and it's because we are producing so many wonderful graduates out of Nicholls State University that to meet fire marshal standards, we have 3 sessions. So we have a 9, a noon, and a 3 p.m. At 9 o'clock, we're going to have Sciences and Technology and the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences. At noon is Liberal Arts and Culinary, Chef John Folse Culinary Institute. And then at 3 p.m., we're going to have the Al Danos College of Business Administration and the Thibodeau Regional Health System School of Nursing. Of note, at the 3 p.m. session, we may have one special graduate at that time.
You mean you?
I mean me. If anybody's kept up with me on social media, they've seen my griping for the past 2.5 years. I am luckily walking across the stage to receive my Master of Business Administration.
Congratulations, my friend. That is not the easiest thing. Jared and I were sharing off air right before we went on. Is my son-in-law is finishing up his MBA right now. Will graduate the next time in May. Not easy. Not easy by any stretch of anybody's imagination. I'm very proud of you, my friend, for what you just accomplished.
Thank you. When they say that they are AACSB accredited, I didn't have a good understanding of what that meant until I started this program. Now I know. It's very serious.
And you got the piece of paper the piece of paper, the parchment, whatever you want to call it, you're going to get, it means a lot. Now, real quickly, just a few details. Session 1, 9 o'clock. Of course, you've got a different. Another cool thing about having different commencement exercises, you have different speakers
at each.
So let's start with the 9 o'clock.
That's something that we've started as of late. We used to have one speaker, and they'd speak at all 3, and gosh, can you imagine giving the same speech 3 times in the same day? It was a lot. So we sort of tailor our speakers to the graduates of that session. So 9 o'clock, we're going to have Lafourche Parish President Archie Chasson. Of course, he's a Nicholls alum. At noon, we're going to have Tim Robichaud over at E.D. White Catholic. He's the president of E.D. White Catholic High School. And then at 3 p.m., we're going to have the St. Charles Parish President, Matthew Jewell, who probably holds some kind of height record among parish presidents. I don't know.
You can almost kind of tell a little bit from that picture.
His photo.
He is very tall.
He is a super tall human being.
Yeah. So again, all those different speakers, and that's just going to be awesome. And it's just just a wonderful day. I think a lot of times you've been 2 decades now?
So
Am I saying that
I've been
right?
at Nicholls for 23 years as an employee.
Wow.
And I can tell you, and I can speak on behalf of all the faculty and staff, commencement is the day that we all work for. To see that product at the end of their journey with us at Nicholls, and to see them cross the stage and to see how happy they are and how proud their family and friends are of them, that's really what makes our jobs so very
It's why you do what you do.
It's why,
That's
it's
about
why,
the
it's why
simplest
we're
way
there.
you can say it.
Exactly.
I mean, and it is such an amazing thing. And you know, having graduated there myself, I mean, it's hard to believe 41 years ago for me, and then 6 years ago for my daughter. And I just remember in that moment, and both her and I had the rare, kind of unusual situations where we actually both got 2 degrees in the same commencement.
Is that right?
And when it happened to me, almost kind of by accident, long story. And I remember the only advice they gave me, they said, you do realize we're not gonna call your name twice. You're only going up there once. I went, oh, I don't care. They go, just make sure when you go in the student union after to get your envelope that has your diploma in it, make sure there's 2.
2 envelopes.
And I just remember looking, all the 2 seconds that it took, Jared, for me to open that envelope and saw 2, and I went, okay, I'm good. I gave it no other thought than that, you know. So, but Nicholls State, again, having grown up here, you know, just like you, H.L. Bourgeois graduate,
That's
it was
right.
just up the road. Both
That's
of us had that in common. You know, I remember the 50th anniversary for Nicholls. I was public relations chair for that. All those 25 years ago.
And I was a student then, actually.
Yeah. And I remember, you know, just thinking, you know, it just made me so proud. And I'm still proud today.
Yes.
I'm still proud today, all these years later, of my university. And the fact that I had a child go there, that, you know, who graduated from there. And it's just a wonderful thing. So, you know, in a little bit less than a minute, we're actually going to have Jared back with us tomorrow night. We're going to talk about a few other cool things that are happening at Nicholls.
A lot of things going on.
Dude, y'all got a lot of exciting, awesome stuff going on at Nicholls. But again, just a very, very quick reminder, times, date, and everything for graduation this Saturday. Just
so this Saturday, 9, noon, and 3. This is a ticketed event. So if you want to get in, make sure you get with your graduate, get a ticket to be able to get into those events. Come and celebrate our product. We love them. We love producing graduates that are going to go out and work and staff our jobs here and just build our economy here in South Louisiana, rather.
Great point. Jared David, again, Director of Communications and Legislative Affairs for Nicholls State. He will be back with us again tomorrow night. We got some other exciting things to talk about at Nicholls. We'll have that for you tomorrow night. Thanks a lot for joining us. Good evening.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.